Hey guys, it's Random and welcome to another video, and today I'm continuing on my series of my best class setups in Black Ops 2. So these are the guns that I've used a lot, or the guns that you guys have wanted me to find a setup for. So if there's a gun out there you're struggling to find a decent setup for, or if it's just a gun you haven't even used, or even if it's a ballistic knife or a crossbow and you want a decent setup for that gun, then just leave a comment below of that weapon and I'll get on that as soon as possible and try and find you guys the best setup for that gun. So today I'm using the Vector K10, and Chilled Guy HD wanted me to find a decent setup with this gun. So it is actually a gun I do have a permanent class for and I generally do use on a daily basis. I just didn't have a gameplay to go with this gun, so I went out of my way a couple days back to get you guys a decent gameplay and show you what this gun can actually do. So the gameplay you're seeing in the background, the first streak I go on is a ruthless streak, and I'm playing a bit of slums on domination, but unfortunately I died to a random grenade that just flies in, and I was kind of pissed off at the time. But then as soon as I spawn in, I go on a 26 gun streak and nearly get a nuclear streak, but unfortunately the game ended. I was surrounded by about 4 or 5 enemies when this game ended, so I possibly could have got the nuclear because none of them were looking at me, but I always have excuses to why I didn't get my nuclear streak. So the Vector K10 is the only other SMG that I actually use apart from the MSMC. These are the only 2 SMGs that I feel are decent every game I play with them, because the rest of the SMGs are really inconsistent. Some games they can be decent, but other games they're just pretty crap and just really not that good to use. So if you're more of an accurate kind of player, the Vector K10 will suit you more than the MSMC. But if you're more of a spray and pray kind of player, then the MSMC will suit you more, because the Vector itself has not much sway. It doesn't really recoil at all unless it's really long range, but it's still fairly easy to control. And it does have a fairly decent clip size, and though it's less powerful than the MSMC, it can still hold itself from short range. But the MSMC itself is mainly a short range gun, and it can kill from medium range. But it does have a lot of recoil and sway to it, so it can be hard to control sometimes. So if you're more of an accurate kind of player and you only shoot when the gun is literally on the person, then I feel the Vector K10 will suit you more, because once you're on your target, you're not going to miss and you're not going to not kill the guy, because it's so accurate, you won't really sway off the person at all. But the MSMC is more of a spray and pray, so if you don't mind wasting bullets and firing 5 or 6 extra bullets than you really need to kill somebody, then the MSMC will suit you more. So if you're accurate, go with the Vector. If you're more of a spray and pray, go with the MSMC. So the setup that I have on this gun is very similar to the MSMC class as well. The only difference is I slightly tweaked perk 1 to suit the Vector K10 a lot better. So the class that I'm using is Flat Jacket, Hardline, Scavenger, Toughness. I'm using no perk 3. I'm using C4 as my lethal equipment, and then I'm not using any other equipment on top of that. And then on the Vector itself, I'm using fast mags. So the reason I slightly tweaked perk 1 is because the MSMC, as I said, is a really short range kind of weapon. So you kind of need to be in the enemy's face at all times. So that's why I put lightweight on, and it can get multiple kills in seconds, so you can get a nice spawn rush. And you can still do that with the Vector, but it can hold itself from long range, so you don't really need to be in the enemy's face because it can kill from any kind of range. So that's why I took lightweight off and put Flat Jacket on. And Flat Jacket is a really awesome perk, and it's the best replacement I've felt for lightweight, because the amount of times Flat Jacket saved my life from random equipment flying in, especially C4 because it's so OP. The amount of times Flat Jacket will save your life is ridiculous, so that's why I put that on, and I do definitely recommend that over lightweight on this class. So the only other thing you could change on this class, I feel, is your attachments. So I went with fast mags because I like a fast reload time, but if you're one of them players who likes a really big clip size, then go extended clip. It's generally down to your preference, because Vector has a nice clip size, but if you like to have 50 plus of the bullets in a clip, then go extended clip. And if you want a fast reload time, just go with fast mags, because there really isn't any other attachments that are worth one of your pick 10. They may slightly improve it, but it's really not worth it at all. I'm going to leave it here, guys. I hope you enjoyed please give it a like rating, that would be awesome. And I've recently made a Twitter account, so I'll leave a link to that in the description below, and please follow me there. And also I'll leave a link to my MSMC class, as I've mentioned it so much in this video. And I will see you guys tomorrow.